Here's an example of one of these beech trees that blew over in a windstorm probably this past fall. Right, completely, you can see how the stem is really riddled with the pockmarks from the fungus. The fungus builds up underneath the bark of the tree. It builds a mat of fungus which swells and cracks the bark. So that's what's making all those cracks and pockmarks in the bark, is the fungus underneath the bark swelling, and the pressure cracks the bark, results in that pockmarked appearance, that really rough, coarse texture, and weakens the wood underneath, so the wood begins to rot where the fungal infection permeates the heartwood. It forms a weak spot, and then every time when there's strong winds, those trees are vulnerable to being blown over by the wind. And that's what happened to this one and that one. All right, so they're just stuck in the canopy. Here's another big beech tree. This one, I don't have a sense of scale in this picture, but this one is about 14 or 15 inches in diameter and is really heavily diseased. And so eventually, they're not even very good for firewood. Beech usually makes pretty good firewood, but if half of the stem is rotten, it becomes less valuable and is more work to cut it and get it out of the woods than you end up with in firewood value, because half of it is just punky, soft, and of no use as firewood at all. So I've been trying to go through my woods kind of like the foresters did at the October Mountain, and kind of selectively thin some of these diseased trees, get rid of them while they still have value as firewood. And sometimes they do, sometimes they